Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz.
Mauli, God with us.
Indios paramus, meaning in God is our hope.
Nothing but the best.
No precor, no meditor, no lucro. We pray, we practice, and we win.
Yes, Elijah.
It's false.
You're right. Yes, Gaddafi.
It's false.
Yes. Yes, Amma.
True.
Yes.
With 2 times 10 to the power negative 5 newtons, or 1.414 times 10 to the power negative 5 newtons.
Yes, Jessica.
Condensation polymerization.
You're right. I am a property of matter. For some materials, I decrease when temperature is increased. Yes, Vanderpoy.
Density.
That's incorrect. Prempeh College. That gives you 3 out of 10. Abebio.
Citric acid.
I'm not accepting that. I'm very disappointed. I'm giving every school 1 out of 10. Calm down, compose yourself, and deliver your answer clearly.
Total internal reflection.
You're right. Yes, Jennifer?
Fermentation.
You're right. Yes, Jeremiah?
The streamline shape helps the fish to pass through the water without any problem.
University practice. Questions 1 to 4, all correct. I am happy to award a perfect score. Yes, Michael.
Solenoid.
Solenoid. Welcome to the National Science and Math Quiz. This is the last of the quarter-final contest featuring Mfantsipim School, Ada Senior High School, and Kumasi High School. I have here with me Mfantsipim School, represented by
Swami McCarthy, final year. Mensa James, final year.
You are very welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Mfantsipim School is a reigning champion. When we first saw them at the 1A stage of competition, they were meeting Anglo Senior High School and Ghana Senior High School Tamale. They had no trouble at all because they won the contest by a 26-point margin. What are we to expect from you today?
Christ is still a rock, and you are still standing on him.
All right. Next is Ada Senior High School, represented by
Vanderpoy Peter, final year.
Nancy, final year.
You are very welcome, gentlemen. When we last met you, it was at the 1A stage of competition. At that time, you met with St. John's School and Antwerp Senior High School. And you won by a narrow margin of 2 points. No matter, it was a win. What shall we expect from you today?
We are going to do our possible best, and then still, the grace of God is still our sufficiency.
Finally, I have here with me Kumasi High School.
Teacher Michael, final year.
Watson Shadrach, say final year.
You are very welcome, gentlemen. Kumasi High School, at the 1A stage, you met with Crawford Agric Senior High School and St. Margaret Mary Senior High School. Eliminated them. What do you intend to do today?
We hope that with God on our side, we'll win again.
All right. Best wishes to you. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 4 rounds, as usual. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it gets passed on for the other 2 schools to rank for. When a school ranks and answers correctly, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches a penalty point. For questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds to deliver an answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. All questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'm going to start with Ada Senior High School. Which phase of mitosis is known to be the longest phase? Yes, Vanderpoy.
Prophase.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. Yes, James.
Interface.
Yes. Your major question. What is the shortest phase in mitosis? Yes, McCarthy.
Telophase.
That's incorrect. Vanderpoy.
Anaphase.
Yes. Name the stage in mitosis where the nuclear membrane breaks down and becomes invisible. Yes, Shadrach.
Prophase.
You're right. You have 30 seconds for the next set of questions. Ada, calculate the enthalpy change for the oxidation of carbon 2 oxide to carbon 4 oxide, given that the enthalpies of formation of CO and CO2 are negative 111 kilojoule per mole and negative 394 kilojoule per mole, respectively. Agbedam.
Negative 677 kilojoules per mole.
That's incorrect. Yes, Etre.
Negative 283 kilojoules per mole.
You're right. If the enthalpy of formation of ethanol and ethanoic acid are negative 116 kilojoule per mole and negative 409 kilojoule per mole, respectively, calculate the heat of reaction of aerial oxidation of ethanol to ethanoic acid. James.
Positive 625 kilojoule per mole.
That's incorrect. Yes, Setre.
Negative 293 kilojoules per mole.
Yes. Your major question. Calculate the heat of reaction of oxidation of SO2 to SO3, given that the enthalpies of formation of SO2 and SO3 are negative 297 kilojoule per mole and negative 396 kilojoule per mole, respectively. Yes, Setre.
Negative 99 kilojoules per mole.
You are right. 30 seconds, this is the preamble. Find the first 4 terms of the sequence defined by the recurrence relation and identify the sequence. Please, did you get the preamble? All right. Ada Senior High School, UN plus 1 is equal to UN with U1 equals 2. Agbedam.
The first 4 terms are 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the sequence is a linear sequence.
I'm not accepting it. For a bonus. The right answer, 2, 2, 2, 2, and it's either a linear or exponential sequence. But first you have to get the sequence right. Mfantsipim School with the same preamble. UN plus 1 is equal to 3 UN, with U1 equals 1. Yes, McCarthy.
The first 4 terms are 1, 3, 9, and 27, and it's an exponential sequence.
You're right. Kumasi High. UN plus 1 is equal to UN plus 3, with U1 equals 2. Setre.
Madam, the first 4 terms are 2, 5, 8, and 11, and it is a linear term.
2 out of 3. It's a linear sequence. 30 seconds with a preamble. The heat capacity of a thermally insulated quantity of hot water at 80 degrees Celsius is 700 joule per Kelvin. Find the final temperature when an equal quantity of water at the given temperature is added. Now, Ada Senior High School, 20 degrees Celsius. Agbedam.
It's 60 degrees. 60 degrees.
That's incorrect for bonus. James.
50 degrees Celsius.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble. 50 degrees Celsius. Yes, McCarthy?
65 degrees Celsius.
You're right. With the same preamble, 90 degrees Celsius. Yes, Setre?
85 degrees Celsius.
You're right. Ada, why is the conjunctiva of the eye relatively free from microorganisms? Yes, Vanderpoy.
This is because the eye has a lacrimal gland. That is a gland that secretes enzymes such as the lysozyme that continuously cleanses the eye and then kills microbacteria that is present on the conjunctiva.
Okay. Why do we add antibiotics to the medium when culturing fungi in the laboratory? James.
Madam, please, we add antibiotics to the medium when we are culturing fungi to prevent any form of bacterial action that will occur. Because in culturing, the air will be circulating around that area. So bacteria in air may affect the fungi since it's not old enough to withstand the effect of bacteria. Might be affected by bacteria, and so we add antibiotic so as to nullify the effect of the bacteria that will try to infest it.
After talking so much, I'll give you 2. It's as if you want the bacteria to come just as you want to nullify the effect after it has come. The objective is to prevent contamination by bacteria to begin with. Prevent contamination by bacteria. Kumasi High School. What is the problem encountered by fungi that attack hairs and nails? Yes, Shadrach.
Hairs and nails have the structural protein character, and fungi that attaches nail and hair are not able to break down the structural protein character.
Okay. Ada Senior High. Explain why atomic radius decreases smoothly as atomic number increases across a period in the periodic table. Yes, Vanderpoy.
This is because as you go across the period in the periodic table, the effective nuclear charge remains constant because we have the same inner core, but more shells are added, and then as this shell is added, sorry, ma'am.
That's incorrect. Yes. Shadrach.
As you move across the period, as atomic number increases, the nuclear charge increases and the number of shells remains fairly constant, meaning the shielding effect also remains fairly constant, and therefore, as you move across the period from left to right, the effective nuclear charge from the nucleus is greater.
Yes. Mfantsipim School. Explain why atomic radius increases smoothly down a group in the periodic table. Yes, McCarthy.
This is because as you move down the group, the number of shells increases, and therefore the shielding effect increases as well as you are going down the group. But the number of valence electrons is fairly constant, and that means the effective nuclear charge is going to decrease, and so the net pull of the valence electrons.
It's enough. Yeah. The longer you continue talking, the more likely I'm going to hear something I don't like. You had already given the answer. All right. Kumasi High School, your major question. Explain why a cation has a smaller ionic radius than the radius of the neutral atom. Yes, Shadrach.
Before the formation of a cation is possible, unless the neutral atom loses electrons. And as the neutral atom loses electrons, the effective nuclear charge of the cation becomes greater than that of the neutral atom. This is because the number of electrons in the neutral atom are more than the number of electrons in the cation, and therefore the effective nuclear charge by the nucleus of the cation is greater than the effective nuclear charge of the nucleus of the atom.
So, 2 out of 3. The end result of all of what you described is that the outermost electrons are attracted more strongly to the nucleus. Preamble to all schools. Describe the region in the coordinate plane given by the set. Did you get the preamble? All right, Ada. Your set A equals xy such that x squared plus y squared is less than 1. Agbedam.
The equation x squared plus y squared is less than 1 is a circle, and then it is going to be it's going to be in the second quadrant. That is between the second and the third quadrant.
I'm not accepting it for a bonus. This is points or region inside the circle with center at the origin and radius 1. In Mfantsipim School, your set B is given by x, y, such that x squared plus y squared is greater than 4. Yes, McCarthy.
Okay, the inequality represents the region outside a circle whose center is the origin and has radius of 4.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, Setre.
Madam, the inequality represents a point which is outside the circle, which has the center, the origin as the radius, origin as the center, and a radius of 2.
Yes. Your major question with the same preamble. Your set C is x, y such that 1 less than x squared plus y squared less than 4. Yes, Setre.
Madam, the inequality represents a point which is outside the circle, which has the origin as the center and has a radius 1. And it's also a point which is inside a circle that has the center as the origin and has a radius of 2.
It's true, but the way you described it is not elegant enough. 2 out of 3. Okay, this is what would have fetched you the 3 out of 3. Points or region between the concentric circles with center at the origin and of radii 1 and 2 respectively. The way you were describing it could have been two separate circles, right? But this is the region in between the two concentric circles. Next set, 30 seconds. This is the preamble. Find the maximum thermal efficiency of a heat engine operating between thermal reservoirs maintained at the given temperatures. Did you get your preamble? Okay, good. Ada. Hot reservoir at 800 Kelvin and cold reservoir at 50 Kelvin. Agbadam.
It's going to be 40% efficiency.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, McCarthy.
93.75%.
You're right. Your major question with the same preamble. Hot reservoir at 400 Kelvin and the cold reservoir at 50 Kelvin. Yes, McCarthy.
87.5%.
You're right. With the same preamble. Hot reservoir at 800 Kelvin and a cold reservoir at 80 Kelvin. Yes, Secretary.
90%.
You're right. Species that share the same habitat and have similar needs frequently use resources in somewhat different ways so that they do not come into direct competition for at least part of the limiting resource. What name is given to this? Yes, Vanderpoy.
Interdependence.
That's incorrect for bonus. It's called resource partitioning. Mfantsipim, what name is given to the set of resources and habitats that an organism could theoretically use under ideal conditions? Yes, James.
The niche.
That's incorrect. For bonus. It's called the fundamental niche. Kumasi High, what name is given to the set of resources and habitats that an organism actually uses? Yes, Shadrach.
I'm the secondary niche.
That's incorrect. For bonus. It's the realized niche. This is not the fundamental overtone and the second. Let's leave that for physics. All right. Adam, state all the electronic effects in the molecule of 3-chloropropanoic acid. Vanderpoy.
We have electron withdrawing inductive effect, and then electron donating inductive effect. And we have the resonance effect.
I'm not going to accept this for bonus. Electron withdrawing inductive effect of the chlorine. Electron withdrawing inductive effect of the oxygen on the carbonyl carbon. Electron donating mesomeric effect of the oxygen of the OH on the carbonyl carbon. Those are the three. Mfantsipim School. State all electronic effects experienced in a molecule of 3-nitrotoluene. Yes, James.
Now the electron withdrawing effect of the nitrate, which is the NO2, and then the mesomeric effect of the C6H5, which is the phenyl group.
No. I'll give you one, actually. There's the electron donating inductive effect of the CH3 group. Then there's the electron withdrawing inductive effect of the nitro group. Kumasi High. State all the electronic effects experienced in a molecule of chlorobenzene. Yes, Secretary.
Electron withdrawing inactive effect of the chlorine and the resonance of the benzene, which contain the conjugate system.
1. Electron withdrawing inductive effect of the chloro group. And then there's the electron donating mesomeric effect of the chlorine group. Chlorine. 30 seconds with a preamble. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed if, that's the preamble. Ada, the first digit is not 0. Agbedam.
We have 84 ways.
That's incorrect for bonus. Yes, Secretary.
900 digits.
Yes. Mfantsipim School, with the same preamble. The first digit is not 0, and no digit is repeated. Yes, McCarthy.
720 numbers.
That's incorrect. Yes, Shadrach.
I'm 648.
You're right. With the same preamble. The first digit is not 0, and the number is odd. Yes, Secretary.
360 digits.
That's incorrect. Yes, McCarthy.
450 numbers.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. This is the preamble. A 15 microcoulomb charge moves with velocity in meters per second of 2I plus 2J plus K. Ada, calculate the force on the charge when only the magnetic field 0.5 Tesla K is present. Yes, Agbedam.
25 times 10 to the power minus 6 Newton.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 15 micronewton I minus J. It's a vector. With the same preamble in Mfantsipim School. Calculate the force on the charge when only the electric field 0.5 volt per meter K is present. Yes, McCarthy.
15 microcoulombs into I plus J.
That's incorrect for bonus. This is another vector, 7.5 micronewton K. With the same preamble, calculate the force on the charge in the presence of both the electric field, 1 volt per meter K, and the magnetic field, 0.5 Tesla K. Yes, Secretary.
The force is 7.5 micronewton in the vector I minus J plus K.
No. For bonus. The right answer is 15 micronewton I minus J plus K. One gene has alleles, big A and small a. Another has alleles, big B and small b. For each of the genotypes given, give the type of gametes that will be produced. You may assume independent assortment occurs before gametes are produced. Did you get the preamble? Ada, big A, small a, big B, big B. Vanderpoy.
We have big A, big B, big A, big B, big A, small a, big B, small a, and then big B, small a.
Goodness. I'll give you one. Big A, big B. That's the one I'm giving you for everything else. It's big A, big B, and small a, big B. That's it. That's it. With the same preamble in Mfantsipim. Big A, small b, small b. Yes, James?
You get big A, small b, then small a, small b.
You're right. With the same preamble. Big A, big B, small b. Setre.
Now we have big A, big B, and big A, small b.
You're right. What is John Dalton known for in chemistry? Yes, Vanderpoy.
It's known for proposing the atomic theory of matter. That states that matter consists of discrete units known as.
I am not going to accept that. For a bonus. John Dalton was the first scientist to put forward a scientific theory to explain the physical and chemical properties of the atoms of elements. In Mfantsipim School, state 2 postulates of Dalton's atomic theory that are still relevant today. 2 of them. Yes, James?
One of them is that when atoms combine, they do so in simple whole ratios. And then we also accept the one that atoms are the smallest parts of an element.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. The 2 was for the first one. But the right answer, atoms combine to form compounds and they do so in simple whole numbers. That's the one you got. And atoms of different elements have different mass and size. That's the second one. All right. Now, Kumasi High School, please listen carefully. State 1, only one postulate of Dalton's atomic theory that no longer holds, and give the evidence that has been found to disprove that theory. Setre.
The postulate that atoms can neither be created nor destroyed, and this doesn't hold for radioactivity reactions, that's nuclear reactions. In nuclear reactions, new atomic nuclei are formed, and others too are broken.
Good. By the way, there are 2 others. I better tell you because that one that you were saying still holds, it doesn't. You know, the elements are made up of small particles called atoms. No longer holds because now we know about subatomic particles. In fact, electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson and the nucleus by Rutherford long ago. No longer holds. The other one that doesn't hold is that atoms of the same element are identical. We now know about isotopes. All right, next set, 30 seconds. This is the preamble. I have 2 2x2 matrices. A has elements 2, 3, -1, 4. And B has elements -3, 5, 2, -2. Now find A minus 2B. Agbadam.
This one is 4. It's 8.
We have the 2x2 matrix to be 8, -7, -5, and then -8.
That's incorrect. Yes, Setre.
Now, A minus 2B is 8, -7, -5, and 8.
You're right. In Mfantsipim School, with the same preamble, 2A plus B. Yes, McCarthy.
Okay, it's a 2x2 matrix with elements 1, 11, 0, 6.
You're right. 3A plus 2B. Setre.
0, 19, 1, 8.
You're right. Last set of questions for the round. 30 seconds. Ada, calculate the focal length of a convergent lens if an object 10 centimeters from the focal point on its side of the lens forms a real image 40 centimeters from the other focal point. Vanderpoy.
20 centimeters.
You are right. In Mfantsipim School, an object is placed 20 centimeters from the focal point on its side of a lens whose focal length is 10 centimeters. Find the distance between the image and the other focal point of the lens. Yes, McCarthy?
5 centimeters.
You are right. Determine the distance between an object and the focal point on its side of a 20 centimeter lens if its image is 25 centimeters from the other focal point. Yes, Shadrach?
16 centimeters.
You're right. That's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, Adan Senior High School has 8 points. Mfantsipim School has 30 points. Kumasi High School has 41 points. Round 2. In this round, I'm going to present all 3 schools with a single question, the problem of the day. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes to present a single answer from your school. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Best wishes to all schools. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. A curve is defined implicitly by the equation x squared minus 3xy plus y squared is equal to 5. 1. Differentiate and find an expression for dy dx. 2. Evaluate dy dx at the point with coordinates -1, 1 on the curve. And 3. Find the equations of the tangent and the normal to the curve at the point with coordinates -1, 1. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Stop writing and present your answers. Contestants, please pick up your answers and present them on the board. The contestants have presented their answers. Before we award the marks, let's look at the suggested solution from our consultants. This is a problem in mathematics. A curve is defined implicitly by an equation which is given: x squared minus 3xy plus y squared is equal to 5. The first task is to differentiate and find an expression for dy dx. Let's look at that. So we take this equation, and the first thing to do is to do the differentiation on this. So we get 2x minus 3 multiplying the expression y plus x dy dx plus 2y dy dx is equal to 0. For doing this first stage of the differentiation, 2 points. Now we can sort through this and combine some terms and so on. We can get the expression 2y minus 3x multiplied by dy dx is equal to the expression 3y minus 2x. For simplifying further, a point. Now dy dx is 3y minus 2x all over the expression 2y minus 3x. 1 point. The second part is to evaluate dy dx at the point negative 1, 1 on the curve. At the point negative 1, 1, dy dx is, when we are going to simply substitute x negative 1 and y 1. So it's equal to 3 multiplied by 1 minus 2 multiplied by negative 1 divided by the expression 2 multiplied by 1 minus 3 multiplied by negative 1. If you simplify, you get 3 plus 2 all over 2 plus 3. And this is 5 over 5, which is 1. 2 points. Finally, find the equations of the tangent and the normal to the curve at the point negative 1, 1. The equation of the tangent at 1, negative 1 is simply, we are going to use the coordinates and the slope. The slope, which we know to be 1 because we calculated dy dx, right? So it's y minus 1 is equal to 1 multiplied by x plus 1. If you simplify further, you get y is equal to x plus 2, 2 points. Now the equation of the normal. At the normal, the slope is going to be negative 1 over the slope for the tangent, because the normal and the tangent are at right angles to each other, right? So the slope this time is going to be negative 1, and then we use the coordinates. So y minus 1 is equal to negative 1 multiplied by x plus 1. If you simplify, you get y is equal to negative x. 2 points, giving a total of 10 points. This is the suggested solution from our consultants. Now, contestants. At that senior high school, you set up the differentiated equation. 2 points. The thing is, your work was so messy and so difficult to read anyway. But you did try to simplify further. You remember the simplification was worth 1 point? So I'm giving you that 1 point. Unfortunately, by the time you finish with all that mess, I think you got confused because there's a negative sign that has appeared which doesn't need to be. And so the final answer is incorrect. Because the final answer is incorrect, everything else you did following that was also incorrect. This gives you 3 out of 10. To do math, you need to be systematic, clear writing. All right. Mfantsipim school. First part, everything is right. The second one, that's also correct, 2 points there. Unfortunately, for the third part, the first equation, the equation of the tangent, you set up everything correctly. I don't know what happened to your calculation at the end there. So the final answer is incorrect, but the process is right. I'm giving you 1 out of 2 for that. Then the last bit is correct. That gives you 9 out of 10. Kumasi High School, you took a slightly different approach. You have some negative signs, but since you have negative in the numerator and the denominator, it worked out okay, no problem. So I'm awarding you 10 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 2. You may pick up your notepads. Round 3. In this round, I'm going to present you with statements. When you receive your statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. When a school rings and answers correctly, 2 full points. If the answer is incorrect, it fetches the penalty point. Best wishes to all schools. I'm starting with you in Mfantsipim School. Your statement. The activity of a radioactive specimen equals the number of disintegrations in unit time. McCarthy.
It's false.
No. The activity of a specimen of a radioisotope equals the product of the decay constant of the radioisotope and the number of nuclei of the radioisotope present in the specimen. Yes, Etre?
It's true.
Yes. The SI unit of activity is the becquerel, and 1 becquerel represents an activity of 1 decay per second. Agbadam?
It's true.
Yes. Urea is the nitrogenous waste of only humans. Yes, McCarthy?
It's false.
You're right. The removal of undigested food from the gut of vertebrates is regarded as excretion. Yes, Etre?
It's false.
You're right. Many organic waste products of plants are stored within permanent dead tissues such as the heartwood. Yes, Agbadam?
It's true.
Yes. If a line bisects an angle of a triangle and is perpendicular to the opposite side, then it bisects that side. Yes, McCarthy?
It's true.
Yes. If the diagonals of a quadrilateral bisect each other, then the opposite sides are congruent.
Madam, it's true.
Yes, it's true. Line segments from a point on the perpendicular bisector of a line segment to the ends of the segment are congruent. Yes, Agbadam?
It's true.
Yes. In an aqueous solution of ethanol, the intermolecular forces that will operate are hydrogen bonding. Yes, McCarthy?
It's true.
Yes. In solid CO2, called dry ice, the intermolecular forces present are dipole-dipole. Yes, Etre?
It's false.
You're right. In an aqueous solution of KOH, the inter-unit forces operating are electrostatic forces only. Yes, Agbadam?
It's true.
No. There is also hydrogen bonding. In Mfantsipim School, the magnitude of the electric field produced by an isolated charged particle is proportional to the magnitude of the charge. Yes, McCarthy?
It's true.
Yes. The magnitude of the electric field produced by an isolated charged particle is proportional to the distance from the charge. Yes, Etre?
It's false.
You're right. The electric field produced by an isolated charged particle is directed away from the particle if the charge on it is positive. Yes, Agbadam?
It's true.
Yes. If a plant has 2 stems, then each stem will receive a different signal from the roots as to the availability of water and mineral salts. Yes, McCarthy.
It's false.
Different local environments may affect the shape of the leaf of the same plant. Yes, Esre?
It's true.
Yes. Some halophytes are able to regulate their salt content by excreting salt from glands at the margins of their leaves. Agbedam.
It's true.
Yes. For the next set, I have a short preamble. For a graph to represent a function, that's the preamble. Mfantsipim. A vertical straight line should meet the graph in at most 1 point. McCarthy?
It's true.
Yes. With the same preamble, a horizontal straight line should meet the graph in at least 1 point. Setre?
It's false.
You're right. Any line should intersect the graph in at least 1 point. Yes, Agbedam?
It's false.
You're right. Last set of statements. Mfantsipim. The only industrial application of electrolysis is electroplating. Yes, McCarthy?
It's false.
You're right. In the purification of gold by electrolysis, both electrodes must be metallic gold. Yes, Etre?
It's true.
You're right. In the isolation of aluminium by electrolysis of alumina, both electrodes are sometimes aluminium metals. Yes, Agbedam?
It's false.
You're right. That's the end of the third round. At the end of the third round, Adan Senior High School has 24 points. Mfantsipim School has 49 points. Kumasi High School has 67 points. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddles. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. In order to solve a riddle, you need to draw my attention. You do that by ringing your bell. May I please hear your bell in Mfantsipim School? Thank you. Yours, Adan Senior High School. Thank you. And yours, Kumasi High School. Thank you. When you ring, the answer must be ready. There are 4 riddles. I occur widely in animal tissues and also in a few plants and algae. I am therefore a natural product and can exist in nature as a free compound or as ester of fatty acids. To humans, I am part of their diet, but I can't be synthesized in the liver. As part of the blood of animals, I belong to the general class of lipoproteins. As a complex of a protein, I am used in building up cell membranes. Too much of me in the blood, though, may lead to the narrowing of blood vessels or arteries. Yes, Agbedam.
Cholesterol.
You're right. That was the 6th clue, 3 points. I am a type of force that acts on charged particles. I act on stationary charges. I act on moving charges as well. I am named for the scientist. Yes, Shadrach.
Coulombic force.
No. Yes.
Electrostatic force.
No. I am named for the scientist whose name is also given to the phenomenon of length contraction. I have 2 parts, an electric part and a magnetic part. So who am I? Yes, Vanderpoy.
Electromagnetic force.
No. The right answer is the Lorentz force. Next riddle. There are 3 of us, and you may view us as the 3 musketeers. We are associated with a frequency distribution. We are not. Yes, Vanderpoy.
The mean, the mode, and the median.
No. Yes, James.
The measures of central tendency.
No. We are not the mean, mode, or median. Together, we divide a distribution into 4 equal parts. There is a first, a second, and a third. The second one is literally the middle term of a distribution. Yes, Setre.
The quartiles.
Yes. I read all the clues. 3 points. Last riddle. If I were an animal, people would refer to me as nocturnal because I normally occur in the night. I am not an animal, but a simple biological process that does not occur in the world of animals. I result in the production of fluid that may contain a variety of organic and inorganic compounds, mainly sugars and potassium. Because of this, yes, Vanderpoy.
Photorespiration.
No. Because of this, people sometimes confuse the fluid with dew, which condenses from the atmosphere onto the surface of plants. I am most... Yes, James?
Guttation.
You are right. I was reading the 5th clue, 3 points, and that's the end of the 4th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Adan Senior High School has 27 points. Mfantsipim School has 52 points. Kumasi High School has 70 points. Adan Senior High School, thank you for being here. Best wishes to you. Mfantsipim School, thank you for being here. You did your best, 52 points. That's quite high, but these guys today did not allow you. Best wishes. Kumasi High School, congratulations on winning the contest. Wow, what an amazing score. I definitely look forward to seeing you at the semifinals. Best wishes to you. Viewers, that was an exciting contest. We are now done with the quarterfinals. Next time, we are going to bring you the first of the semifinals. This is going to feature Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Legon, Archbishop Porter Girls Senior High School, and Adisadel College. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. See you next time. Bye.